Hi, my name is Aina Ajwa binti Alias, metric number CF190238.
Philosophy of the company is to offer quality service and satisfaction in the fee related at the appropriate price, in addition to ensuring the project that is responsible can be implemented and solved at the best level. Mission of the company is berjaya dunia dan akhirat. Vision is team management project kerajaan, and the goals is to provide quality service, reliability and being professional in all project implementation. Next, this is Etabina and Management Selia Berhad Organization Chart. The working environment of the company is mainly focused on construction management, tender paperwork, taking off bungalows, and also quantity surveyor. First, register myself and introduction to the company. Learn about one of the projects that's still ongoing, which is vocational school in Ipoh. This project is grade 6. Site visit for the project glove manufacturing factory, including associated works at Daerah Manjung. Going through the plan for TNB and consumer substation at the site and compare the structural plan to the real TNB substation location. First thing first, before going to the site, we need to wear safety boot, safety helmet and vest for safety before enter the site. Next, study plan before going to site and read project information board located outside of the site. Is each site of the TNB substation that were taken by me. This is the construction element that I got to learn about the TNB substation. The next day, site visit to the Klinik Kesihatan Jenis 3 project at Air Tawar Manjung Perak. Both conventional and industrial building systems were used in the construction. Like usual, before going to site, wear safety boots, safety helmet and vest. Next, study plan before going to site and read project information board located outside of the site. In week 2, I gained knowledge about cover tenders, such as the name of the client, the name of the tender, meaning of the serial number and tender's reference number. Also exposed to the requirement needed in the tender document checklist. The checklist aims to help tenderers to submit complete tenders without any errors. Next, for the second day, learning how to key in tender prices using Microsoft Excel. When the value is approved, note on the bill of quantities BQ of the tender. The very next day, I learned about the tendering procedure and how to submit a tender in the tender box. For week 3, I learned to interpreting data from Microsoft Excel into BQ for project cadangan skim perumahan berfasa at Mukim Bota Perak. Also, I learned how to write a site diary and what to include in it. The next day, I key in price value from BQ for projek jalan perhubungan di perkampungan dari Kampung Tulik ke Kampung Mat Dalin dan jabatan ke SK Gusar Gerantuk Pahang into Microsoft Excel, and doing method statement for drain installation along WCE Expressway. And I went to meeting with supervisor and site visit at Madrasah Darul Ulum Wal Qari'at in Pantai Remis, Perak. On the Thursday, I went to the glove manufacturing facility as well as any nearby building at lot 15528 Mukim Lumut, Daerah Manjung to see the progress. I got the chance to witness how a machine form reinforcing bar is made. In week 4, I went to see the progress of the TNB substation. The workers are doing nosing work on the stairs. It provides some extra spaces as walk up and down the stairs. Next, I visit pump house. In Friday, I learned how elements of IBS structures are installed for project Piawai Klinik Kesihatan Jenis 3 KK3 Air Tawar Perak. In week 5, I went to Jalan Toh Mekong, MD Gerik Perak to observe how the menaik taraf kedai perniagaan project was progressing. Next to the site project, there is Medan Selera Takung 2, which is the project of my supervisor that is already completed in 2019. Later, get the chance to kualakan Sopera to pray at Masjid Karya Kampung Sayong Lembah, get to know the materials and architecture used there. In Thursday, I joined meeting progress for project site for cadangan menyiapkan kerja terbengkalai for projek menaik taraf pelupusan sisa pepejar at Teluk Cempedak, Pulau Pangkor. The picture at the center is the planning site. At every lake line, a geotextile bag is utilized to prevent water from entering the lake close to the dam spot, allowing that space to be used to build a new damping location. In week 6, I went to inspect the project progress for TMB substation in Mukim Lumut, where the ground surface is premixed and the signboard of the NB is assembled. This is the whole site drawing for Project Glove Manufacturing Factory, and the highlighted site is the place where has been inspected. In Friday, key-in bill of quantity BQ for cadangan kerja-kerja peningkatan dan naik taraf kemudahan infrastruktur di JT Sungai Pinang Besar, Pulau Pangkor, Perak. In week 7, I joined progress meeting of technical discussion for project sisa pepejar at Pulau Pangkor. The meeting involved with director of the project, consultant, surveyor and contractor. Then I went to see at the incinerator where the dam is processed, and the end result is that the dam is burned and turned into ash. The garbage is loaded using the backhoe. The ash is tied in the white sack and transported outside of Pulau Pangkor. In Friday, I prepared a site diary for project pelupusan sisa pepejar in Pulau Pangkor for the months of July, August and September. In week 8, I learned to choose and determine the suitability of materials of armor rock, crusher run and sand to use for sanitary landfill site project. The crusher run is 20 mm in diameter. Armor rock must be at least 500 mm in diameter. A measuring tape is used to take measurements. All of the samples are examined and placed in a sack. The sample is then sent to the laboratory in Ipoh for material approval. Next, went to see the clay soil quarry. Following next is the process of transporting the construction material to the Pulau Pangkor by using a pontoon. Each pontoon has the maximum load that it can carry. It takes around 3 hours to get to the island. This is a fine letter imposed on the officer in charge who failed to monitor the safety of workers and equipment during work. On Thursday, I went to Pulau Pangkor. Before construction can begin, the surveyor set the boundaries and hoarding. Red tape are then used to warn people not to enter the area while construction is taking place. Next, measure the depth of the water reservoir.
That's all. Thank you for watching.